welcome back. I'm in my kitchen and I am going to make myself some lunch, so that's why I'm here. I just kind of wanted to talk about, now that you guys know my story and how I got here, I kind of wanted to share with you guys things that I had to adjust to, things that have been different for me. Well, everything has been different for me, but just things that I have to adjust to. I've been here for about almost 2 months now. So we left the United States July 7th-ish. The number one change, which is the most obvious change, is the language, but I'm a good Spanish speaker. No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. But when you come here, you realize that, probably not the best. Another thing that we decided when we first got here to San Miguel was the usage of a car. We decided to opt out of buying a car because when we saw those cobblestone roads and when we saw the narrow streets, we're like, I don't want to drive, but if Tyler, you want to drive and you want to drive us everywhere, we can get a car. But we both were like, no. The streets are super narrow. They're all cobblestones. They're like this way. There's like barely any signs that say like one way or not. Like, it's just very crazy. But I'm gonna give props to every person that has driven us here, all the taxi drivers out there. Shout out to you, because I've never felt like we were gonna crash. I've never felt any sort of danger because people are crazy good drivers. I've never seen an accident. I've never been close to an accident or seen close to an accident. Like, the driving here is very chaotic, but it's very chaotically organized, if that makes sense. Like, everybody's just good. Like, everybody just knows where they're going, and like, I probably would just probably crash the first time I drove. We thought about maybe getting a four-wheel. It's not completely out of the question right now, but we're holding off for now. But honestly, it's all pretty much walkable. You know, walking to the centro, and I've talked a lot about the centro. If you guys have like followed me on Instagram and stuff, I always post videos about all the food and the centro. So the centro is basically the center of San Miguel, which is where all the tourists are. That's literally what it's called, El Centro. And that's where that big pretty church is, and that's where all the street vendors are. There's a lot of restaurants. There's just a lot of roads around it that have all like the amazing food and the amazing beautiful shops. So basically we're just 20 minutes away from there walking. The fun part is coming back because we have to go up this hill like this high. Very fun incline, but really it's all relatively close. Like, walking to our favorite coffee shop is literally 20 minutes, and the only thing that we aren't able to walk to is like the grocery store. So we usually have to take a taxi, and one of the things that we did was we found a good contact for a taxi. We were able to find this guy who was just really nice, really respectful, and he is our number one trusted taxi driver. So whenever we need to go to the store, I'll call him. Whenever we need to be taken to the airport, you know, he'll take us. It's really nice to have a contact for a taxi, but otherwise when we go to the centro and we do randomly have to take a taxi back, which we usually don't unless it's like we're out late at night, it's just they're always around there, so you're just flag one down and they'll just bring you back up. So it's pretty easy to find a taxi. It's not very crucial, and like I said, and if we are having trouble with a taxi, we'll just call our guy, and if he's not available, he'll send somebody. One of the things that really has changed, they use kilos, they use Celsius, and they also use military time. But going to the grocery store, we actually ended up finding a really, really beautiful grocery store just down the street from us. And one of the things about the grocery stores here in Mexico is that they're so organized. Like, I've never seen such a beautiful, organized, and stocked grocery store like I have here. Like, every single aisle, every single time we go, they're all stocked. They're all perfectly organized. Like, it's so aesthetically pleasing that I was just like, this is the nicest grocery store I've ever been in. And it's funny because they just opened one across the street, and that one's even freaking crazy beautiful, and they have like a sushi bar, they have another bar, and then they have a restaurant, but it's just like beautiful. But the pricing in food is, of course, a lot cheaper. Things that are imported are obviously going to be more expensive. I don't know how much the avocado is where you guys are. Let me just tell you, the avocados were six or five big avocados for $2. In the States, one avocado is like 30 bucks. Not really, but one avocado is probably like $2. I was like in shock that the avocados were literally 6 of them for like $1. Good quality avocado. Avocados from Mexico. Like, have you guys heard that commercial? Best avocados. The fruit is so amazing. The fruit is so affordable. I don't know if you guys follow me on my Instagram, but I did a poll about dragon fruit because I tried dragon fruit for the first time. A lot of people surprisingly had eaten dragon fruit. I've never eaten dragon fruit. I would probably never eat dragon fruit again. I didn't like it. But it was cool to try because it was super cheap. One of my favorite things, which is not a thing we do a lot, but I wish we did, tortillas. Going to a tortilleria and buying fresh made tortillas that you see coming out of the machine on spot. You know what's even better? You get 2 pounds, $1. $1. Crazy. No more packaged tortillas. You just go to the tortilleria. You know what was so embarrassing? It was one of our first times. It was one of the first times that we went to the grocery store. It was a Sunday. Me and Tyler were shopping, and I wanted some wine. I just wanted a bottle of wine. So I grabbed a bottle of wine, and then I found some like really cool looking seltzers, which super cool. Like, I don't really like to drink, but I wanted to try the seltzers because they looked really interesting and cool. And there were different flavors. It's just not what we have in the States. And put in the cart, we go to checkout, and the guy looks at me, he's like, I can't ring this out. I was like, okay. And then he was like, yeah, like it's Sunday, we were not allowed to sell alcohol on Sunday. Well, nobody told Sam that Mexico doesn't allow alcohol to be sold on Sundays. So here I am trying to check out, trying to buy alcohol on Sunday. Come to Mexico, don't go buy wine on a Sunday because they will tell you no. If you took anything away from my videos, is that you can't buy wine on Sunday in Mexico. Don't say I didn't teach you anything. We back. Honestly, everybody here in the community is just so nice. Like, you're walking to get coffee and you pass people and they're like, oh, buenos dias, buenas tardes, hola. Even when you're walking and you see like clearly people that aren't Mexican, so the expats, they will greet you in Spanish. Like, even if you're like me and Tyler are having a conversation in English and they hear that we're speaking English, they'll say like, buenos dias, and the cutest, most amazing thing, and want to immerse themselves in this culture and become part of the culture and become a part of the community. So that's been really, really amazing. And just even people's like manners just are so amazing here. You go into a taxi, you go into a store, everybody's like, good afternoon, how are you, ma'am, sir. Of course, in Spanish, they're always like, señor, señorita, señora. But everybody greets you, and it's just their manners are amazing. And one of the most like cool things was like when me and Tyler are eating at restaurants and people walk by and they'll be like, provecho. The food, the change with food. My heart is happy. My heart is very happy. I love food, and I love Mexican food. And boy, have I been in heaven here. If you guys have seen stories on Instagram, you guys know what I'm talking about. The food is amazing. I finally had authentic Mexican tacos. The food is just absolutely amazing. There's nothing like having food here, and that's something that I've always been told. And even like when my mom used to cook, or when I have this, my mom's like, oh, it's not like it is in Mexico. So now I get to experience all the amazing food, and it has not been disappointing. I wonder if you can hear Leo licking his paws. like no other. Anyways, we do have Uber Eats, so that's cool. That's a bonus. And then they have another platform that they use. It's called Rappi. Also, a huge change for me, something I didn't even think about, was streaming services. My internet usage, everything goes in Spanish. Everything goes to Netflix. It's a great example. Netflix is different now because I'm in Mexico, so I don't have certain programs. Like HBO Max, I can't see Crazy Rich Asians. There's a solution. And what you have to do is you have to get a VPN service. Basically, it's a service that allows you to change your location. So it's like it just changes the IP address, and then you can pretty much put yourself wherever. So we had to purchase a VPN. Housing was relatively easy to find and be shown, probably just because of the huge expat community that's here. They have a lot of traffic. So we were pretty much able to find housing right away. We were lucky enough to get a house that we really liked at a really good price. And it was super easy, like probably signing the contract within like 2 days. So we were really lucky in that sense. I'm gonna be posting videos every Tuesday. Hopefully soon enough I can start doing 2 videos a week. So make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you guys would like to see in the future. As always, it's a pleasure sitting here and sharing with you guys my journey, my story. Let me know what you want to see next. Till next time, amigos.